I'm on my way to meet my good buddy John Goodwin. We met in graduate school and have been like brothers ever since. One of the things that we have always done together is take float trips. And today we're going to take a float trip on the headwaters of the James River, one of the tributaries of the White River system that became world famous during the 40s, 50s, and 60s as presidents and other dignitaries from all over the world came to take what they call float trips. As we look at the river today, we were not sure whether we should float it or not because it's very low. But we decided to go on with it because when you get in your 80s, as we both are, you can't put things off very long. So come along with us. This is going to be a fun day. As we get ready to launch our boat below Lake Springfield, I'll explain to you what we're going to do today. John and I always have friendly competition when we fish, and we make up different rules for each trip. Today's rule is that we are only allowed to have two different types of lures. One must be topwater and one underwater. We can have as many as we want of these lures of any color, but only two different types of lures. For today's trip, we're going to have 3 points. 1 point is for the person who catches the largest fish. A second point is for the person who catches the most fish. And the final point is for the person who catches the most categories of fish. The word category actually means species of fish. The person who catches the most species of fish will win that 3rd point. The lures I chose today was for the topwater. On the left you see my whopper ploppers, and the other lures are bass magnets. John decided to take a more traditional approach, and he's going to use a jitterbug like he used back when we floated the river before, and also a tiny floating runt for his underwater lure. As we launched our boat, we calculated that it has been over 45 years since we have taken this float. We couldn't resist making a few casts around the dam before we headed downstream. I'm going to try to catch one before he gets rigged up. Boy, I think this is going to be a really good one. I think this is going to be a tough species. Is what I'm planning on. Hard one. Hard one for you to get. Yes, sirree, bomb. Okay, I got the spotted bass category. He's big too. Spotted bass.
You have to go to the right. You have to go to the right. And have a wreck.
That's right. We need to stop anyway.
Oh, candy cane. Look at that. You pretty?
On a little jitterbug.
That's pretty, boy. 10.5, 11.
Yeah.
This year. Right down here and then square left to the left side. Good fish, Jerry. What it is. Strong. Hope the foul hooks the carp.
Take your time.
I'd like to see gray side turn up instead of yellow. Nope, it's going to be a yellow side. No, it's a smallmouth. Look at that.
Big smallmouth.
Yep.
A huge smallmouth, John. Huge.
Tough, too.
Wow. Wow. This is an 18.5-inch smallmouth bass caught on a tiny floating runt, a lure that was famous in the 50s.
Spot or largemouth?
I think it's a spot. Yeah, spot.
Good one, too. Oh, we almost doubled, but I missed it.
Not long after I caught that big bass, we were approaching a bluff, and John had the largest strike either one of us has ever seen on the river. It was so big it splashed water on the side of the bluff, and I couldn't keep from taking a picture of it. We don't know for sure what it was, but we assume that it must have been a big striper or wiper that worked its way up the river several miles during high water. We decided after that big strike that maybe we should find a gravel bar somewhere and let John get his nerves back in order.
Lloyd would bring real fancy lunch meat and all that kind of stuff. And we had everything, every time, except we always forgot a knife. So we had to get a piece of sycamore bark more than once to spread our mustard with on our spread. Right. The shame is,
Wonder if that's the same guy. Gotta be, don't it? Same spot. Hey, John.
a category.
A category. Man, a category. The lure is almost as big as the fish. Oh, yes. Yes. That helps me on the species. I got me a smallmouth. All right.
Yep. It's amazing. Down the hole's got a few fishes.
I got me another smallmouth, John.
Pretty good one.
Another smallmouth. I'll be dang. I don't know what this is. I've been fighting him I don't know how long. Oh, good smallmouth, John. Good smallmouth. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dandy. A goggle eye? Let me take a picture, John. Gosh almighty, I haven't taken a picture of a goggle eye in ages. That rock bass we caught at the end was kind of the highlight of the fishing part of this trip. But the real highlight of the trip was the boat chatter and the sharing of memories and stories with an old friend. It's trips like this that make you realize that there's a lot more to fishing than just catching fish. Another one of the joys of this trip was knowing that you were coming along with us.